Hi, I'm Jim Hawley and supercrossonline.com, and you know what, this is a rare and something exciting. I'm excited about it because we're going to go inside the Monster Energy factory Kawasaki rig, and joining me is an old racer of mine. We used to rub elbows together, but Mike Fisher, Team Kawasaki team manager. Hey, thanks for letting us come in.
Thanks, Jim. Let's rub elbows some more.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, I remember Mammoth, a few nationals, Supercrosses. We had a good time. But you know, I noticed that's your suspension guy back there, Kaipo. What's he doing on the computer there?
Playing solitaire, I think. Actually, he's checking his settings. He's going out reviewing his work and making sure that we're 100% ready.
Now, would you go back to some of those settings that say, you know, we're here at Anaheim, the opener, it's maybe it could be a mud race. Is he looking up other mud races to start for a setting?
Exactly. Yeah, he's just reviewing old races that and look what the trend is, you know, from previous times and what we did to set it up.
For the people, you know, watching this, you know, what would you do differently on setting up the suspension? I mean, I know because, you know, we used to race, but they don't know, so talk about that.
Well, I mean, just consider the mud, you know, his weight, you know, the water, and there's a lot of things to do to get the water out, but suspension, you know, the bike weighs more, so we've got to take care of the suspension to keep it up, keep the bike from bottoming out as much, keep the bike up so that the wheels can move better. We either do springs, we do some things with oil, we do some things with damping. It just depends on how muddy it is.
And for the people watching, me and Mike, we've been in a few mud races ourselves. I mean, you're talking upwards of 30 to 40 pounds of mud on the motorcycle, so that changes everything on the bike.
Yeah, because we spend so much money, as you know, to keep our bikes, you know, as light as we can, and now we add all that mud to it. Riders are pretty fit now, unlike when we were racing, and so. Wait a minute,
I was pretty fit when I was riding.
But anyway, yeah. I mean, everybody, you know, we always we're on this weight kick, and then, you know, we add, you know, like you said, 30, 40 pounds, so we got to do something about it.
Well, one of the mud races that I can remember that hopefully you still remember, Guam. Remember when we were over there in Guam racing?
Yeah.
That was a mud race over there.
That was a real mud race. That was a water race.
Well, where do you keep the forks? Okay. I want to see some of those forks and shocks. These things slide out even? Nice.
These are ready to go.
Ready to go. Now, would those be James or Timmy's?
These are James.
There you go. JS.
And these are Timmy's.
Timmy's.
And then our rear shocks are here.
Look at that. Now, for some of the people watching, I think you can divulge this information, but are those titanium springs or are those steel? Or is that too much to ask?
We run tie when we can. Yeah, we run tie most of the time.
I just was referring to Ricky. He ran tie, and he had that tie spring broke, and it almost cost him that championship. So I was just wondering about, what about motors? You got any spare motors laying around?
We do. Next step down.
Let's go check out those. How come all these doors? Does Kaipo like to work alone or something? He shuts this off so nobody bothers him?
Well, this is a work. Yeah, when we disassemble something, it's private. So once we uncork that thing, we don't let anybody see. So we shut the door, lock it.
Nice. Yes. Lock it even. Lock it. It's to keep guys like us out. Yep. All right, spare engines. Look at that. Woo! Look at that. Drawer slides out. You guys did it. Now this is a new truck for you, correct?
Yeah, brand new truck. Yeah, it's a new truck, and this is all new, and yeah, we can pull these out.
Notice no oil. Very, very important thing to put on there, that there's no oil in those motors, because you don't want to put a motor in a frame and have that tape off there and go out there and run it without oil, because, you know, it's not like the two-stroke days. That oil transfers all the way through that whole motor.
That's right. Yeah, you can't. It won't last long.
You even got an extra vise in there, man.
Hey, we're just still setting up this truck. It's a maiden voyage.
I like the slide outs. You know,
yeah, we're
that's
trying to
cool.
make it easier on the staff. I mean, that's, you know, we're breaking our backs, throwing our old truck. We had our engines upstairs.
I remember.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't so good. So.
What about some of the handlebars? You know, like in Supercross, you always hear that there's no time to, you know, change handlebars and levers and throttles. I mean, you have everything already set up with all the controls. And where's that drawer at?
It's a good question.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a new truck. It's a new truck. We'll find it.
Over here. Handlebar controls.
There you go. Handlebar. See, it's labeled. Handlebar. Look at that.
There are the bars ready.
Nice. See, ready.
So this is James. Three spares for James. 3 spares for Timmy.
Nice.
And throttle pipes.
And you know, you mentioned the throttle tubes, throttle pipes. You know, when we rode, it was just plastic. Now they're aluminum, because when we rode, I had some problems with them breaking, and you don't get to finish the race.
Right. Yeah. Now they're machined. These come from Japan for us. They don't break.
It's amazing what the Japanese can do with a lathe, huh?
You're so infatuated with yourself Look at that. He didn't even care. He just forgot about me.
That's
He's looking at the camera. That's all.
Well, I want you to do. That's what you didn't pick up on my lead because you're talking to me, and I want you to talk to those. You got to remember that's the people you're talking to.
I just wanted to hit your belly.
I know. I'm getting heavy. All of us.